You remember Niall, who lives in that little Ford Transit Connect there? He knocked up the gasket for my EGR valve.
Mm.
Right.
Well, one of the lads at work did it for
it's
me.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So rough, but it'll fit the dimensions.
So here's the original, right? And I didn't want to clean through. I just wanted the pressure to come through, but not the volume of soot, which caused the problem. So, yeah. So Niall's mate drilled an offset little 6mm hole there. Perfect. Perfect. And left a little notch on there so the MOT guys could see there's a gasket in there. That's brilliant. So now we'll have the pressure equalised, so that means the valve will switch.
Yeah.
Because it's a pressure valve.
Well, hopefully. I don't know about the whole difference,
the soot won't blast clean through at the switch itself. So hopefully that is the solution I want.
Fingers crossed.
Thank you, Niall.
We can always make different versions if it doesn't work. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, weekend after next, I'm going to get my small tools out and have a crack at that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know how you go on.
Oh, yes, absolutely. If you see me, the car parked here all day, you know I've messed it up.
We can always switch back to the main one until we're on the right size. So.
Yeah. Wicked. Thank you, Niall.
You're right, mate.
1 week later.
So, remember Niall? He made me, his friend made me, a gasket for the EGR valve. Let's get that in the sunshine. Good thumbnail. And you can see it there in a really awkward place. Now, anyone who watches Hubnut, he's got a similar van to this, and he says he doesn't particularly want to dig his EGR valve out because it's too fiddly.
In an ideal world, I would get the EGR and the air intake off completely and clean them properly out, but it's just a horrible pig of a job on this engine. I suppose it's one of those jobs, knowing the French, it's probably horrible even if you've got the engine out on a stand, but in the car, I don't want to go there. This seems a much better idea.
He's been using sprays to try and relieve it. Well, you've seen my history with sprays. It just temporarily raises the engine revs and then doesn't unclog it, so I'm going to have to swap it out. See how it goes. The sound of angels, please. The engine hasn't even had time to cool down and he's straight at it with the long plier there. It's almost impossible to film, let alone reach with tools.
It's quite hard to see with this glasses on as well. I might need a special tool for this. Okay, so it's kind of like a latch. You can see on there.
Yep, you've seen it. I can't see it from this angle.
So we've got to try and get that latch open.
Yep, did I get it in frame, what were you looking at?
Yeah. So I don't know if I can maybe...
Niall's gonna take a video for his own reference as well. That's the clip I want to get to. So these bolts that clamp it in at the bottom are 10mm, and Niall's on the socket ratchet now.
It's skipping. Have I got to hold it a certain way? But
we're not sure if it's 10.
It's definitely 10.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But your ratchet's skipping.
Hey?
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, unfortunately, that guild ratchet wrench is skipping. So let's get the 1/4 inch socket set out. Nut doesn't look too good, does it? That's the one we're not sure is 9 or 10 or 3/8. And 3/8 of an inch is in fact 9.52 millimeters. On the input side, it's held on by this clip. If we can get a good view on the side view of that, that's holding it in. Oh, I see what it is. It's like two hands holding. So we tried all those tools, right? 3/8, 9mm, 10mm. But the problem is, if you can see here, I get it in the sunlight, yeah, there's not much wriggle room even to put the back side of a span around. There's no room for an extension here, and we only just started on the easier side.
Well, yeah.
But the trouble is that the waste end bulges out here, and that affects socket sets and spanners. It's never easy, is it? Yeah, so Niall calls it a day. Only a setback, Niall. I can't imagine you're the sort of guy that gets easily defeated by stuff like this.
No, well, it's at the point where we don't want to damage it.
Yeah, we fear that if we continue with the tools we got, we're just going to round the nut. And that's the clip that goes on the breather tube coming in. And although diesel breather tubes are full of dirty oil and smoke, and that's kind of the point, you know, the job of this valve is to put all of that dirty oil and soot back into the engine to reburn it nice and clean. I can see why they came up with EU6, which is the AdBlue exhaust additive. That just cleans the exhaust up and you don't need all of this nonsense in the engine. But Niall's got the right idea. Get the deck chair out, just enjoy the evening sun, and get a garage on the case, I'm afraid. Well, at least we know what the problem is. So Niall's watching
YouTube videos.
Yeah, YouTube videos on how to do the same job on cars with a similar engine. There's Niall's van coming along nicely.
Slowly but surely. That's the sound ending stuff stowed on that.
Oh, nice.
Brought some with me because I've been trying to do some in the week.
Yeah. Oh, good job. And right, getting to the picnic. Oh no.
Oh dear. Do you want some wipes?
No, I will in a minute. Niall is going for a sushi platter. Very nice. And I'm going for, well, actually Niall gave me a cheese biscuit packet. And as Niall tucks into his drink there, what is it, apple juice?
Mojito.
Mojito, senor. There's the breaking news. Oh, socks with sandals. Can't tell you how pleased I am. I've actually let the side down.
Side down, yeah.
With my deck shoes.
I need to go on and tie it.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, Niall. We're exactly the same weight and height, me and Niall.
Apparently, yeah.
That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. But because Niall was very kind to offer me 14 southern fried chicken straws.
I might have one of them.
7 southern fried chicken straws.